Hey guys, my name is Faith.
Hey guys, and my name is Blessing.
And together we are the
Alongas.
Alongas.
And today,
on the Mr. and Mrs. series, we are going to talk about how...
No.
Oh?
And today we got legally...
Oh yeah, we got legally married today.
Yeah.
Yep, we got legally married.
Yeah. That's why we're dressed like
crazy.
this.
Yep.
Adjusting the elephant
That's why
in
we're
the
dressed
room.
like this, yeah, just so you know why.
Yeah,
we're dressed the way we are. And we decided that after getting legally married today, we would come out here and shoot some content.
Yeah, why not?
Crazy as it sounds. But listen, content is the new digital currency nowadays.
Yeah.
So if you're not online, I don't know what else you're doing.
Yeah. By any means, we must be in front of you guys, giving you guys value.
And there's some lessons they can learn from that.
Yeah.
Take what you can get from it. So today we actually want to talk about how I raised £20,000 in one day, 24 hours, even less than 24 hours.
Literally
I did it in a few hours from our new business that me and Blessing are embarking on, which is property, you know. And even though someone might come in and go, property, new business, like you guys sound like you're business people and you're going into property, but it's like, Blessing, tell them, like, we don't do that, especially I do not do property. Yeah. I've always been about online
This is
businesses.
when it comes to like money and things like that. Faith said property, all into online business, coaching, offers, high ticket. Faith, when it comes to property, Faith was before a few months ago. Faith was like, don't even talk to me about it.
Yeah, and if it was even investing, it would be stocks. Yeah, you know. Trading, any like cryptocurrency, like anything that is online, that's what I'd rather do. But listen, this is when you sometimes have to hold your hands up and go, Lord, I see what you're doing. Because tell me why from 2024, from 2024, I think was it late 2024? Yeah, I think it was, late 2024. Like, I rekindled a friendship with a friend of mine that I met from school, and her mum was a property millionaire. I think it started with her.
Yeah. I think probably that the seeds were planted. Yeah, the seeds were planted from her. You know, I had to meet with her, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And then we were supposed to do some business that didn't go through. I wasn't fruitful. Then, you know, I ended up meeting. This one was crazy. I remember I bought a car one day, like just randomly. It was just like a dinger, just something to get around with. And then the person I bought the car from was a property developer who would buy properties for like 200k, 150k, do them up, sell them for 500k. Literally, this is what he told me. Yeah. And he would do that by raising money. You know, again, with an old school friend whose mum was a millionaire. How did she get a lot of the properties? By raising money. You know, and then, like, I think it was after that. Then I remember there was a mentor of mine that there was not mentor of mine, sorry. There was somebody that I knew who talked about property online, quite great guy, but you know, we never thought that they would be our mentors. And then I'm really just cutting the story really, really short and quick, just to show you like the series of events. Like, we end up choosing them as our mentors, like very, very, very quickly. We even got a prophecy about them, which is crazy enough. Sounds kind of crazy. A friend of ours said, like, look, you guys are going to come into contact. I don't know if I'm explaining the story well. Yeah. What? Okay, cool. Just cut it out. Yeah. Why? Because it hasn't really flourished yet to that point. Do you know what I mean? Okay, cool.
But, yeah, you know, we got mentors as well in property. And it's just been a sequence of events. Just like that.
So talk to us about how you raised £20,000.
Yeah, so literally, it was literally just one day. I'm just like, cool. We had our first Airbnb already, which we got, and it's going great. We'll talk about that, how we got 15 bookings in the first day of putting up our Airbnb. But had that, and I was just like, you know what? There's more I can do. I need to raise some funds. So what happened was I found a property. Okay,
let's be transparent here. Let's cut the crap. Let's cut the slack. Faith, we had money, but we didn't want to spend it for the Airbnb because we needed to pay off our wedding.
What do you mean?
Because you needed money for the Airbnb. Yeah. So he was like, "How am I going to get the money?"
Oh yeah. Because obviously, we got a wedding to pay off.
Yeah. So we were thinking.
Yeah.
How does it make sense to put more money into Airbnb, even though yes, it's going to give you a return, but at the end of the day, there's bills to pay. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So instead of using our own money, we're like, why don't we just use other people's money?
Yeah. And so
That's literally what happened, because I was just like listening to me. It's all on video live. I was literally just like, that's the craziest thing. It's all on video, as in like you saw
captured,
me.
yeah.
It was captured on video. You saw me scratching my head, going, "How am I gonna solve this problem? Like I need money, not yes, I need it today. Like we need to move forward. We need to get this Airbnb. We need more cash flow. How can I do this today?" I was scratching my head, thinking. I was like, let me contact this person. Let me just put this post out. Like, let me just contact this person. Let me contact that person. And can I just add here that this is where I saw the manifestation of the scripture that just talks about in James 1:5, if you ask the Lord for wisdom, he will give it to you. Or, the story of King Solomon, how he had a dream, he asked God for wisdom, and then he got it. I saw that manifestation. When you have peace, the first thing, if you're in a crisis, get peace, then get wisdom.
How do you get peace and get wisdom?
First, you need to enter into peace. How do you enter into peace? Well, Jesus is the Prince of Peace, so you need to have Christ. Jesus is the Prince of Peace, so you need to have Christ in you. You need to understand that, you know what? Christ is in control. I'm going to cast my burdens onto him. Yeah. I'm going to cast all my troubles onto him. I'm going to have the peace that surpasses all understanding. So whether I understand or not what's going on, I'm going to just have that peace. That I'm not trying to like control this situation. I'm not the puppet master. Someone else is the puppet master. I'm just doing whatever needs to be done. I'm going to just partner with him. So prayer helps with peace. Meditation helps with peace. Just be calm. Even just breathe in and breathe out. Just attain some peace. Once you have that, then ask for wisdom. Ask for wisdom. And that's what I got. Ask for wisdom. And I literally just put a post out in a community where there were other property entrepreneurs and said, hey, I've got this property. Who wants to invest? And I'm telling you, in a matter of seconds, two people messaged me saying, hey, I've got an investor here. Another person messaged me and said, hey, I've got an investor here. These are two different people. I've never met them in my life. Yeah. Never, ever, ever. These two people. They both had, and I spoke to one of them. I said, hey, this is the property. This is the deal. This is how much you can make. Blah, 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 blah. Do you want in? Yeah. Person said, yeah. £10,000 wired to my account. Next person, do you want in? Due to the property, told them the details. Went back and forth. This is it. They said, cool. Yeah. £10,000 wired into my account.
Crazy. Like that. And what's crazy is that it's down to trust though. Like, people trusted you. Yeah. And so how do you think you got people to trust you at that point? Because £10,000, just like that, they've never met you. How?
Great. I think no people, because, the people, so the thing is, I wasn't dealing with the investors directly. I was dealing with the middlemen. Mm-hmm. I was dealing with the person that the investor trusted. Don't know if the Lord might give me some understanding, but I was dealing with the person that the investors trusted. And those middlemen, they trusted me. I think, and the reason why those middlemen trusted me is, I think one big thing is personal brand. My name was already out. They already heard of me or knew who I was. They were like, oh yeah, Faith. Also, the community I was a part of, it's like, anybody who's in this community already, we already trust you by virtue of you being in our community. This is why, shameless plug, this is why we built Equipping the Ecclesia. It's a community of like-minded, high-level, like-minded individuals who are earning and striving for 6, 7, and even 8 figures, and we put you all in one space. And just by virtue of you being in this community, you can get access to
you don't know what opportunities you could have access to just by being in the community of people. Imagine if you weren't in that community. Yeah, those 2 investments wouldn't have come through. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And you may not have had contact with the middleman in the way, or maybe they wouldn't have trusted you. Yeah.
If I wasn't in that community.
Yeah. So your network really is your network.
Net worth,
really and truly. And when you know how to leverage your network, it becomes like a currency. Like, it's so, do you know what I mean?
And you should talk about the fact that, because I think everyone keeps using that buzzword of your network is your net worth, but how does someone actually convert their network into their net worth?
I think it's about building relationships. You have to learn how to build relationships. And sometimes, I don't know, maybe for one of the investors, I think they were quite random, but it wasn't someone that was a complete stranger to you, if I'm not mistaken. Jay? I don't want to say his name. Begins with J. The guy.
Okay, the guy?
Yeah. Like, you'd known of him.
Oh, yeah, he'd known of me. Sorry, he'd known of me.
You.
Yeah.
So he had that level of, okay, cool. even though maybe your relationship was distant,
Yeah.
you still had some sort of
Yeah.
something going on.
Yeah.
So you need to learn how to build relationships, and also you need to learn sales.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, because maybe if you didn't learn how to sell,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have been able to get the deal over the line, because there's an element of selling to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the guy could have easily been like, why should I bring the deal to you? Both of those middlemen could have been like, why do I need to bring the deal to you? Like, why should we trust you? There's so many other people that could multiply the money of our investors, so why should we bring it to you? So it's about selling, so they see how you're serving them and serving the people that they're bringing to you. And ultimately, you have to have a service first mindset.
Yeah.
How am I going to help this person? What value am I going to give? Because the investor you're working with right now, you even met up with her the other day.
Yep.
You met up with her the other day, and what she's looking for is, she's not just looking for an investment, but she's looking to learn the ropes of Airbnb. She's looking to actually increase her money, but not just that, to actually understand the ins and outs. And that's what you're providing to her. That's what she wants. That's what she's going to get. Hence why you guys met up at the property that you're looking to transform into an Airbnb short-term accommodation, short-let accommodation. And now she's involved in the process, and she's loving it, right?
Yeah. And I think that's what people miss. You just said it right there. Everybody, when they're trying to network and trying to convert their network into a net worth, they're looking for what they can benefit from. You're not supposed to look at how you can win. You're supposed to look at how they can win. When the other side of the table are winning more than you, that's how you know you're in a good deal. Yeah. Or let me put it like this. When the other side feel like they're getting a better deal than you, that's when you know you're providing actual value. That kind of rhymes. So everyone's trying to look at how they can win. You need to stop that. You need to.
Okay, Faith. So let's say someone's watching you right now, and they're thinking they have money sitting around. Maybe they have 10,000, 20,000, whatever, how much they have in their bank or savings, sitting around, and they're thinking, Faith, like, I don't know what to do with this money. Why should they even think of going to you? I'm not even saying they should even do it, but why should they even think of the idea of going to you to multiply their money?
First of all, they shouldn't think of going to me. I shouldn't have to force you to want to come with me. If you trust me, you'll just probably just like message me and go ahead and just get started anyway. Now, I don't care about me. What I care about is you. I literally spoke about it earlier. What I want you to do is I want you to sit down with your money and go, okay, what is my long-term goals and visions with this money? If you have, I'm going to just give a figure, let's just say 10,000, or let's just say 50. I like the number 50. If you have £50,000 in your account, what is your
savings?
Like in your savings? In your savings.
In your life savings.
Yeah, in your life savings, wherever it might be. Yeah, savings, cash, just it's sitting there. What's your end goal? You know, and what are you doing to get to that end goal? If you're saying that your end goal is, you know, in 10 years' time, I would like to retire, then ask yourself the question, how are you looking to get there? If your goal is, I'm going to just keep it in a 4% interest account, then my friend, please don't ask me, go look at ask ChatGPT or go look at the maths. You're not going to make any money because inflation is going at a rate of 4 to 6%. So in fact, you're probably going to end up losing money. You know, let's say inflation is even at 3%. It means you're going to make 1% in your money. That's nothing. Let's say you say, you know what, I'm going to take that 50,000, I'm going to buy a property. Okay, that's a little bit better. But again, is that going to get you to your retirement goal within 10 years? Probably not, because you put the 50,000 down. Let's say it's a 10% deposit down on a, you know, house in London, £500,000. Okay, sounds like a pretty all right house. Let's say the rental years, even 4,000 a month. Let's say something like that, or 3,000. But then what's your mortgage? If your mortgage is 2,000 or 2,500 every single month, okay, you're making about £1,000, 1,500. That's a stretch. That's even a stretch.
Probably even a couple hundred, because after bills, after all of that.
That's even a stretch. But let's just call it 1,000 to keep it safe. A range of, let's say, 750 to 1,500. Again, is that going to be enough for you to retire? Completely retire? Again, probably not. Now, what I'm going to ask you is, the third thing is, have a look at now something like Airbnb, where if you have 50,000.
Oh my gosh.
That's even a lot, I know. Okay, should we bring it down? Should I say 15?
No.
Yeah, stick with 50.
Like,
if you have 50,000, you can get 5 Airbnbs, because each one, I'm going to give a round number. You can invest about £10,000 into each Airbnb. So 10K into each Airbnb. That's going to be your furniture. That's going to be your first month's rent. That's going to be staging. everything. About 10K. That's going to be about 1 to 2 bedroom. Let's say a 2-bedroom property outside of London, Milton Keynes, Kent, those kind of areas. Like I'm going to give you real factual numbers from something that we've done. This is a property that we have in Kent, and 10,000 went into it. The rent was 1.3K, 2-bedroom property, and we're getting about a 70-80% occupancy rate at about £130 per night. So quick maths will tell you, quick maths, 130 a night times 21 is £2,730 every single month, minus £1,300 for the rent, and then minus cleaning fees. You could put that and other things like electric and bills and stuff like that. Let's say, you know, 250, being conservative, £250. I'll even say £300 just to really be conservative. That's £1,130 profit every single month from one. If you have 5 of those times 5, that's £5,650 profit every single month just from that that portfolio of Airbnbs you have. That means in 10 months time, you're gonna get your money back. That means in a year's time, you're gonna get 100%. No, sorry, not even a year's time actually. In 20 months time. Yeah. So in less than 2 years time, you're gonna get your 100% on your return back.
If all goes well. Let's be real. That's
the worst case scenario.
Let's be real. It doesn't always go well.
It doesn't.
This is business.
It doesn't.
So if we're even being extra conservative, it might take you just over 2 years. To get 100% or 200% on your money back. Yeah.
And then having someone like me, I'm gonna come in and say, hey, yes, these are the worst case scenarios, but we can mitigate against those.
Yeah.
What about getting contractors in who are gonna do long-term bookings? I literally had a contractor message me right now as we're speaking. Someone literally messaged me right now saying, hi, I was looking to book your Airbnb. And how do I know they're a contractor? Because when I go to their profile, I'm going to just cover it. It says, that's how I know they're a contractor. Or I'll probably blur it. I don't know. Or I'll probably blur that.
Mute that.
Yeah, because, the game's the game, at the end of the day. But I just had a contractor message me right now this second. These are people that are going to book long term, because if they've got a project that they require somebody there, their company requires somebody there for 6 months, they're going to book for 6 months in advance. 6 months at 100% occupancy rate, £130 times 30, lovely. That's 3.9K. Excuse me, that's 3.9K. Sorry, it cut me because the profit was too juicy. Yeah. And this is what I'm going to tell you. If you're an investor, we can get to your goals faster.
So yeah, it's all about you guys. And if you want that, it's something we can provide for you. So just DM us. What's the process for people that want to invest?
Yeah. The process that if you want to invest is, again, we do everything for our community. Yeah. So you're gonna have to book a call with us and we can have that kind of conversation. So, but first of all, they have to watch our free training just so you can understand what we offer, and who we are as well as people. Because not only are you gonna get investments, there's the community, there's increasing your income, there's the intellect.
But most importantly, if you really just care about your investment, then that's what we would focus on.
100%.
But the other stuff is just extra.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to do this.
Yeah.
It's just extra. Yeah. But that's all part of the Equipping the Ecclesia community, a mentorship program that we have. So if that's something you want to do, you're thinking about investing your money,
watch the video below. It's a training video that will explain literally everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we'll be able to help you out and see how we can support you with your reaching your goals. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.